Behind us, the Mediterranean Sea, with the Phoenician coast and the cities of Tripoli, Beirut, Tyre and Sidon.
You probably have guessed it. We are in Lebanon.
These one are the Pigeon Rocks, and a very iconic landmark of Beirut. They are just off the Le Corniche, which is like a promenade. Most of us probably remember the news on TV about Beirut. Civil war between 1975 and 1990. Behind me is the Holiday Inn. A lot of people died here trying to conquer the building because of its strategic position. It was conveniently located across the Green Line that was separated West Beirut, the Muslim part, to the Christian part, East Beirut. Behind us there is the Yellow House. It's a house that was right in the middle and was a house that we understand was used also by the militia to discuss truces or agreements during the civil war. Has been now restored, but the scars of the war have been kept intact.
Bullet holes has been turned into art pieces. It is a way to exercise the terrible past and the civil war, without forgetting it, but also without being afraid of it.
So Lebanon and Beirut in particular is complicated. As every complicated thing is fascinating.
It's very difficult to understand, so you need someone that is able to tell you, to show you what it really lays behind. We spent it doing like a walking tour with Ronnie, which was very helpful to do on the first day. It gave us the flavor again of how what is happening in Lebanon, what happened in Beirut. He told us the stories. It was so passionate, which was impossible not to get engaged with what he was actually saying.
Whenever there's an issue that divides or unites Lebanese, whenever demonstrations break out in the city, Beirutis gather right here. They gather in front of the statue.
10 years of the tour, how did you come up with the idea and what do you enjoy the most?
Well, the man who inspired the tour, Samir Asir, his passion for the city's history and the way he unlayered the city's past was definitely a motivation to try something similar. Not just take people around the city and show them our history, which is very challenging to explain. When it comes to, let's say, foreigners who want to visit the country, it is rewarding to sort of unlayer it in front of them and have them at least digest the city's history a bit. When you go to a place like Martyrs Square and you walk by, you don't even know what it is. There is some benefit in trying to explain to people what is going on, not just here, but the entire region for the last 100 years.
We just started our culinary tour, and the first thing we're trying is an typical Armenian breakfast, which is called pomegranate lakman. It's delicious. Really lucky to meet Iffat, who's been taking us around to find out, to discover the actual taste and flavors of Lebanon.
This is a mixture of fava and chickpeas. But if you play with the percentage, it costs less, but the taste, you compromise on the taste. So you have to use more chickpeas.
She's been taking us all over like Beirut, going right through narrow alleys, telling us about the stories and letting us like trying and tasting what the Lebanese food can also offer, apart from like falafel and hummus.
So, why is the Lebanese food so famous in the world?
First of all, we have the 4 seasons. So we have fresh produce all year round. Second, this country has a lot of elevations. And at every elevation, you will have different vegetation, different things growing. And we had so many people coming and occupying us. So they left their mark on the country. People have different traditions, different spices, different ways of cooking something. I think this is the combination, in my opinion. Okay, my humble opinion.
Lebanese food. It's amazing. It's a taste explosion on your tongue.
I only knew one way to cook an aubergine. Now I've got so many different ways. I'll definitely be cooking Lebanese food when I go home.
Don't be afraid, try everything that you see in the menu, give it a go. Today we're exploring the northern part of Lebanon. We are in Tripoli. To taste a typical street food. They buy the bread from the bakery just in front, and then they put the meat inside, they season it, and then that's it. We'll taste it. We also went to Tripoli. We walked around. We went to the souk. We did a bit of a culinary tour with Iffat, which was really good, taking us around to the right places. We wouldn't have enjoyed it as much as we did. We are in Sidon, which is the capital of the south and one of the main Phoenician cities. We're now visiting the Crusader Castle, and then we'll see what else the city has to offer.
Lebanon is famous for the Phoenician, the ancient sailors and tradesmen. They also invented the modern alphabet, which was then developed in what we are currently using today. Subsequently, Lebanon has become an Hellenistic place following the conquest of Alexander the Great, and then became part of the Persian Empire. We're now in the city of Tyre, another old Phoenician city. We're now exploring the Roman ruins. The city was destroyed around the 5th century by an earthquake. The Roman period, which was testified by the beautiful city of Balbaak, for example.
We're in Balbaak, which is in the Bekaa Valley, and Baal actually is the name of an ancient Phoenician god. When the Emperor Augustus came here, he decided to build these three main temples. The first one is the Jupiter, which is the biggest one. The second one is Bacchus, god of wines, and then the third one is to Venus, the goddess of beauty and love.
Really truly amazing, especially because the walls are so high and so majestic compared to other ruins. We are in Anjar, in the Bekaa Valley. It's a very important valley in Lebanon, between the Mount Lebanon and the border between Lebanon and Syria. Anjar was a city built by the Ommayadi, our first dynasty to rule in the first Islamic expansion. And this is the time of the period when the Christian Maronite Church split from the Orthodox Church. And the Christian Maronites united with the Catholic Church when the Crusader came here. You can see in Sidon and in Biblos the remaining of their castles.
Biblos is again very impressive, interesting sights. The city itself, it looks like a little gem. There is a lot. Probably more tourists than we found like in the other cities in Lebanon. It is pretty much impossible to describe how welcoming are the Lebanese. Their hospitality, the way they're proud of what they're doing, the way they like to have you around to tell you what they're doing is unbelievable. It's really heartwarming. So what is your view on the future? Like what are you hoping for? What you can see? What's happening?
It's nice to feel things are relatively okay, but it's very good to keep that in check because that happens over and over and things do fall apart repeatedly. I think unfortunately that is our history.
It's fantastic country. I think I fell in love.
Won't you take a step out?